Hari Om, Bhagavad Gita, Shraddhatraya Vibhaga Yoga, chapter 17, verse 4. In the last verse, Bhagwan Krishna said, Hey Arjuna, the faith of all men, all human beings, you can say, depends on mental disposition. Faith constitutes a person. Whatever the nature of faith, verily is that. Whatever you believe, you will become. That is what Bhagavan says. Verse 4. Yajante satviga devan yaksharakshamsi rajasagam predan bhudaganam shanyem yajante tamasa janagam. Now, how to identify whether a person's faith is Satviga, Rajasiga or Tamasiga? How to know? Swami Dayananda Saraswati says, it is not for looking into somebody else and seeing whether he is a Satviga worshipper or a Rajasiga or a Tamasika worshipper. It is to evaluate ourselves. So, what is the test? Swami Dayananda Saraswati says, there are different ways. One way is by seeing the nature of worship. If a person worships Shiva, Vishnu, Indra, Agni or other devas mentioned in Vedas, his Shraddha is Satvika. Those who pray to Yakshas and Rakshasas, you can say, that is Kubera. Kubera is the brother of Ravana. He is a Rakshasa. Anyone who is having wealth, he is compelled to become a Rakshasa. That is what I feel like. That is what I see in this world. Too much of money if you have, automatically you convert yourself into a Rakshasa. Kubera is considered to be a Rakshasa, Yaksha. So he is the treasurer for wealth. Or they will pray to laughing Buddha or some such deity. Their Shraddha is Rajasic. Because they want wealth, they want money, they want power. Those who worship ghosts or go for black magic, their Shraddha is Tamasic. You can see people having the skull, bones, etc. They will pray only in the night, 12 o'clock, midnight. You come during new moon day. Then they will do some mantras. So, Kanchi Paramacharya says, so for those people, this kind of people, they will remove the teeth completely. Those who do black magic, because mantras, to have effect, it has to be pronounced correctly. Only if you have teeth, you can pronounce correctly. So they will remove the teeth of those people, so that they cannot pronounce correctly and their pronunciation will not be correct. So the desired effect will not happen. So those who go for black magic, etc., they are all tamasic. What is worship? Swami Chinmayananda says, every human being in life brings his entire devotion and offer it at one altar or another. He takes one altar, that is, you need something, you focus on something. You seek fulfillment of his desire from invoking that something. This is what is called worship. This need not be ritualistic worship of some god or deity. According to Swami Chinmayananda, the term worship here embraces a wider connotation. Every one of us is a worshipper at some chosen altar. Even atheists are worshippers. They devote themselves to the worship of sense objects, wealth, or power. So they also worship in their heart something else. Swami Chinmayananda says, the choice of the deity depends upon the silent demands of the heart of the devotee. Again, I repeat here. He says, Swamiji says, the choice of the deity depends upon the silent demands of the heart of the devotee. In this background, if this verse is read, then men of Satvic temperament seek their fulfillment by worshipping deities which bless them with divine and nobler qualities. Men of Rajasic temperament, they have extreme ambition. So they want more and more from this world. Because of their desires, they seek nothing but a life of acquisition and self aggrandizement. They want more. They are restless in their chosen fields of activity. They worship demigods, that is, yakshas and rakshasas. Men of Tamasic temperament, they worship dead spirits and such other low and vicious powers for satisfaction of low urges and uh, vicious sense gratifications. Men of low moral qualities, they would try to fulfill their ambitions with the help of wretched people who, though physically alive, are dead to all sweetness and goodness in life. Swamiji says they are like gundas who involve in criminal activities. Tamasic people invoke them in order to fulfill their criminal ambitions. Swami Chinmayananda says devotion remains the same. If you take all the three, Satvic, Rajasic, and Tamasic, all the three have devotion. Devotion. So it is the nature of the Shraddha that changes. In each person, the nature of Shraddha determines what he worships, whether it is Satvic, Rajasic, or Tamasic. I think if you go to a person of Satvic nature, I think he may read books like Ramayana, Mahabharata, Bhagavatam, Gita to purify his mind and heart. If you go to a person of Rajasic nature, he may have books like how to get rich quickly, how to invest in share market, how to become rich quickly, something like that. Some books. There are many books. If you go to bookshelves, these books are more. All these Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, etc., you will rarely find in a good bookshop. It will be there in a corner. If you go to a local goon's house, in his hall he will have a big photograph of his leader, who must have been the worst criminal when he was living, and daily garland him and make prayer before he leaves his house for whatever activity he wants to pursue. Naturally, his worship is tamasic. But I think there could be a combination of both Sattvic and Rajasic. Morning you may read Gita, afternoon you need money. So naturally you go for work and look for money. And some people may be Rajasic. Morning to evening they may look for money. And evening Tamasic, they may go for building their body, physically fit. So I think there could be combination also here. So the predominance counts, according to me. So that is what I feel. Because completely a person, can he remain a Sattvic person completely? A householder type. I am asking, I am not talking about the sannyasi type. I am not talking about the lowest one, a goon. I am not talking. I am talking generally about people like us. Householder. Morning we may read Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, prayer, puja, etc. Definitely in the daytime, we go out for money. We seek money. So ours, maybe it falls under two categories. So how to categorize that person? That seems to be a difficult question for me. That is what I think. Verse 4.
Yajante Satvika Devan Yaksharakshamsi Rajasaha Predan Bhudaganam Shanye Yajante Tamasa Janaha.
Next verse we will see tomorrow. Harihom Sarvam Krishnarpanamastu.
Narayana 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 Narayana